All right, good morning, everyone. It appears I'm moving, but my webcam isn't. So it's kind of interesting. I'm a huge fan of livestream.com. I've mentioned this many times. If you're ever looking for a streaming platform, can't recommend it enough. But it's interesting. I have this feeling like Apple is going to come out with some sort of like live streaming platform, because over the last year, every time there's an update to the Mac OS, it breaks all of my streaming apps. So anyway, completely off topic, but I can't remember where my music is, and I like to kill 30 seconds or so before everybody can get on the stream. And that's done. All right, let's talk about Henry SMLILUS. It's an OTC. So, nice breakout yesterday. You guys know the rules for OTCs. Beautiful breakout yesterday. OTCs have been starting to warm up a little bit again lately. Not my focus. I don't typically focus on them, but when they get hot, that's when you care. And they have been warming up a little bit. So, morning panic dip buys. Number one, if you took the gap, sell the gap. Number two, morning panic dip buy. Number three, afternoon OTC swizzle. But nice looking, beautiful chart. So, Alex asking about CRBS. Same thing as yesterday. Set your alerts at, I still got an alert at 8:50. Wait till then. So, I'm looking at yesterday. Oh, that's funny. So bear with me. I am in a hotel room. I don't have my normal setup. And I'm like, man, didn't we talk about both these stocks yesterday? I was looking at Nicole's Slack messages from yesterday. So bear with me. I got a temporary setup here. So that's kind of funny. Anyway, well, maybe it's funny for a old man like me. You guys are probably like, that wasn't funny, Tim. Market's down big. Most of the swings are going to be the same. UPST weak open red to green, but it is rough out there today, so don't be in any hurry on any of the swings. Walleye Gill asking about SNOA breaking out. Let me take a look. SNOA, I would call this today's RCAT. And speaking of yesterday, if you were here yesterday, you know that I really liked the news on RCAT, and RCAT did technically do a dip and rip, but it barely went higher. It went from 4 to 420. So understand, I'm not bragging by no means. Listen, RCAT was a failed dip and rip is what it was. So, but it made the move. It did pull at the open, re-break out, good volume, good float rotation. Ultimately, as always, you'll hear me say this a million times, there's a reason we have stop losses. Okay, and that's the kind of the explanation I always use. If people are like, hey, you really liked RCAT yesterday. Yes, I did, but they don't all work. That's why we have stop losses. If every single setup, every single pattern worked 100% of the time, what would be the point of having a stop? You wouldn't need one. So anyway, failed dip and rip on RCAT. Today is SNOA, basically the same thing. So let me take a peek at this news. Not scary, okay? When we look at medical type news, and when I say scary, understand, I'm not a ogre. It's just the scarier the disease that it's treating, the more people get fired up about the stock. Okay, let's break it down. So this is the number one Oracle idea of the day too. So news, but kind of meh. Low float. What's the good volume? 9 million shares traded. Ooh, a lot of one and dones. So I'm going to say this is a dip and rip, but I'm going to beg you, I mean, when you see this chart, you should know what's coming. You know, you should know that I'm going to say the same thing, 9:45 or later. Because, I mean, it just has a history of spikes and fails. So, maybe get a chat pump to help it out. So, classic one and done chart. Be careful early. But dip and rip for sure. What do you think about CEI? Yeah, I mean, listen, CEI, this is, I'm just going to say the same thing I say every day. This is what happens. I mean, this is what happens when people keep trying to guess the top on the short side. And if you've been here every day, you probably don't want to hear me say the same thing again. But listen, I mock this stock every day. Every day, I've called this the worst stock in the world. But I ain't trying to short no tops, okay? You know what I will do? I will buy week open ready greens. I'll buy afternoon breakouts. I'll buy dip and rips. I'll buy whole dollar, half dollars. Everything in the, well, not everything in the ebook. The ebook does have 5 short selling patterns, okay? I ain't shorting this thing. So, but, I mean, it's terrible. It's disgusting. It's the worst stock in the world, but it goes up every day. Every day it goes up. So, Infamous Blue says, what do you think about over 310? Yeah, I mean, I think if you could get that midday, late day break, man, I think everyone's, this is going to show up on everybody's scans. And the thing is now, now even the bag holders are green on CEI. So everybody that piled in back in February, this thing goes up 10 cents higher, 10 freaking cents. And it's impossible for anybody to be green. I mean, that's going to bring euphoria. That's going to bring buyers. So, CEI in play every day until it has a red day and closes on the lows. So there you go. There's your time machine for tomorrow. In play every day till it has a big red day and closes on the lots. Until then, dip and rips, breakouts, afternoon VWAP holds, bounces off VWAP, red to green, everything applies to this thing. And you can listen, there's a lot more than, typically on here I try and keep the setups to a minimum. To try and keep from, I don't want to confuse you guys. So I try and, focus on, the kind of the 5 to 6 main patterns, main setups. But yeah, I don't talk about much VWAP bounces much here. It's valid. I mean, every bullish pattern, I don't care if you got it from me or or a book or some other, guy doing mentorships or what. I mean, everything's valid on this thing because everyone keeps trying to guess the top. And sorry to be so repetitive, but it just drives me nuts because this is another one of those rants where I just see noobs, newbie traders falling for this stuff. And they try, they follow these people on Twitter and they get bagged, man. And they don't know any better. They think, oh, well, this guy said it can't go any higher. Oh, well, this guy or this girl said it can't go any higher. And it can. It can. And that's why I get so aggravated because I just see noobs getting hosed, man. So, what about PBTS? Dead. Palt P. What did PALT hold on yesterday? No. So, I doubt it gets there. But if, and it's a big if, PLT goes red to green, I think you could see some momentum come back. This was that one yesterday morning. I never really liked this because it's just another video chat app. If you remember yesterday, I was like, eh. So, and then it ultimately tried to spike 3 times and failed, and now it's gapping down. So, fami. I'm going to finish on FAMI. Ooh. This must be another Twitter pump, okay? So the reason I finished, or a chat room pump or something, that chart's a disaster, man. The reason I finished on this is I got a lot of DMs on Fami. I thought maybe something was happening, but ew, gross. So in a summary, slower day, number one, right off the bat. My number ones, I would say, would be SNOA, dip and rip, and then DATS on a week open red to green again. So, man, DATS was glorious yesterday on that once it broke back green, once it broke 11, look at that. And here we are. It faded in the afternoon, but look at where we are. Look at where we are. All still blue sky. So, again, SNOA, dip and rip, and DATS, week open red to green, or afternoon breakout. So, all right. I got to hustle over to the, again, I think most of you that were here yesterday know I got to run over to the Starbucks and get my 4 coffees. I am drinking the cold leftover coffee from yesterday. So have a good day, and we will see you next time. Again, I think I hinted at this. Doesn't feel like one of those days to get really aggressive. Okay. Yesterday, completely different momentum yesterday. Yesterday was like, whoa, here we go. Money Monday. Whoa. I think you guys can, for what it's worth, whether you care or don't care, I think you can tell the difference in the emotion, the enthusiasm between yesterday and today. There was a lot more going on, a lot better setups. Today, maybe a day to play defense. All right. Have a good day. Oops. Not going to forget to shut off the stream. I tell you, I know a lot of you guys stuck around yesterday when I forgot. Man, it was so weird. I was just about to divulge the secrets of Area 51 and the JFK, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, the stream just ended. But anyway.